Be a quick one. Hey everyone, my name's Jonna and I'm an Aggie with a plan. Today I'm sitting down with some pens and a new bullet journal, and we're going to do a pen test. And we're going to get a little chatty. We're going to talk about me a little bit. And I'm going to answer some questions that I get on my YouTube a lot. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to stay tuned. Alright y'all, so this is a brand new bullet journal from Michael's. My sweet husband decided to get me one as kind of a little like, hey, I know you've been going through it, so here's kind of a little surprise for you. So I'm sitting down with some of my favorite pens and highlighters and markers, and we're just going to do kind of some pen tests, see how the paper responds. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about the questions I get on Instagram a whole bunch. So let's get into it. So first things first, I get a lot of like, how do you decide on Texas A&M? I grew up really close to campus or well, not super close, but like within an hour of A&M. And so we always kind of knew that like A&M was, like I always knew A&M existed. Like there wasn't ever a point that A&M didn't exist to me. And so as a kid, I always thought I'd come here. And then as I got older, I was super duper convinced that I was going to go to University of Mary Hardin-Baylor and be a music major. And that didn't happen. Mainly because I decided I didn't want to be a music major. And so on a whim, I decided to come here. And I got to be honest, I drank the Kool-Aid and I did not look back. Going to A&M was one of the best decisions I ever made. I love my school so much. It's a really important part of my life, and I'm very thankful for the friends I made while I was there, the connections. It's a really special place. So yeah, that's one of the biggest questions I get on Instagram a lot. I really love the Aggie Network. It's really important to me, and yeah, so I'm gonna do this as brush version. Another big question I get a lot mainly has to do with my love of Premier League. And so I cheer for West Ham United. And the long story about that is that my best friend is a West Ham fan. Like diehard, been a diehard fan for a number of years. And I would always be over at their house hanging out. And so I finally was like, what the heck is this? Because I played when I was younger, but I never played like competitively, like in like high school or anything. And so he was like, hey, it's Premier League, it's West Ham. I was like, okay. He's like, they're kind of like the Aggies, in a lot of ways. I was like, okay, sure. I'm sure, whatever, right on. I never thought I'd get hooked, but I did. And I'm pretty sure I love West Ham probably just as much as he does at this point. Definitely second most in our friend group of the four of us that really tag around together. But I really love it. It does remind me a lot of Texas A&M. The team's really passionate. You play for the badge, which means you take it seriously. You know, you realize that you're playing for something much bigger than yourself. And being a supporter of West Ham is really fun. I love it. And I think a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to get into Premier League. It literally just, if you have NBC, more times than not, you'll be able to get the matches. Or USA. I think USA is the other big one that carries them. But just watch a match. Like, they're really fun. Unlike American sports, you don't really have any commercials except during halftime, which I love. I'm like all sorts of here for that. I have a few more mild liners, but I'm not going to swatch them right now because I've already been doing plenty. So I'm actually going to do my EC pens real quick. So these are the Inspire ones. But I don't know. I really wish more people would get into Premier League here in the States because it's such a fun sport, and a lot of people don't realize how much fun it can be. Like, match days are literally my favorite day on the planet. Like, even over Aggie football days. Yeah, I said it. They're just so special to me because we have so much fun. All four of us who hang out together are deeply invested, and if I do a match day in the life soon, I will make sure I actually maybe get them on camera a little bit too to say hi. Yeah. But those three that I get to pal around with and watch West Ham with are literally the best. They're part of the reason I love West Ham as much as I do, is because I know that match days usually involve quality time with people who I really love. All right. So, ooh, I love this color. Like, I'm not a blue pin person, but that's pretty. That deep blue. I like that. Ooh, it's two-sided. I just didn't realize that. So yeah, that's the side I just wrote with. Ooh. Okay. But those are two of the biggest questions I get asked a lot, because I do talk about sports a lot on my channel, and I understand that there are a lot of people who are not as invested in sports as I am, because I feel like that's, you know, most people here are just super involved in football. And don't get me wrong, I love football season. I'm a good Texan. Don't try and come for me on my Texan card. But I don't know. West Ham's just become really special to me as well. So, those are the two most common sports questions I get. Planner questions I'm currently getting a lot of right now are, what planner am I looking at for 2024? Which I find crazy, considering we are only in August of 2023 at the time of me filming this video. But I will go ahead and spill the beans and talk a little bit about what I think I'm going to be getting. I'm not 100% sure yet, to be honest with you, mainly because the biggest release I'm waiting on hasn't happened yet. I'm looking at you, Moxie Life. But more than likely, I'll be staying in a Moxie Life system for like my main jam and like my goals. I really love that system. It's been great for me in 2023. I don't know why it took me so long to try it out. I had been with Erin Condren for a very long time, and to an extent I still am. But I've really loved Moxie this year. I'm thinking about a Moxie Life horizontal again, just because I love my current planner, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I'm also kind of waiting to see what they come out with. I know that the release is set to happen in September, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just genuinely love their products, and I think they put out really great stuff. So, but Moxie Life, definitely something I'm going to be looking at. For work, I just ordered an Erin Condren hourly. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see that setup video. I don't know if how I'm going to film it yet, because like I've said in previous videos, a lot of what I do is actually governed by state law, because I work in a government job. However, I can share probably some bits and pieces about how I'm setting up my planner for success as we go into a new season. I'm really excited. I am definitely feeling a little old, though. I've got to be honest with you, because the class that is applying to A&M this year will be class of 2027. No, class of 2028. And that's 10 years after my class year, because I was class of 2018. Hold on. As you can see on my ring. I don't know how well you can actually see that, but we're going with it. Anyway, definitely feeling a little old. My god kid just started her college career day in him, which is so crazy to me, but I'm so proud of her. She's absolutely crushing it. And it was so cute because when I went there, things were a little different. You know, like, campus has definitely grown. But she texted me on her first day and was like, hey, I'm lost. It was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not the only person who got lost first week of school. Also, I just got purple Tombow, like, all over my hand, so that's fun. I'll be washing that off in a bit. But, anywho, I really like this. Like, I know I've been kind of chatty throughout as I've been swatching these and kind of getting an idea of, like, how it responds to the paper. But this paper is pretty great. I'm not mad at it, like, at all. It's a really great alternative if you're looking for a bullet journal that's not crazy expensive. But you still want to make sure like you get your money's worth. Yeah, I really like this. So, I think that's where I'm going to kind of call it for today though. So if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe it if you haven't already, and in the comments below, tell me about the pens that you're really loving right now. I'm always looking for new pens, markers, highlighters, any stationery supplies that I can justify to myself. So, be an enabler. Come on. I know you got some pen racks, so drop them down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.